Okay, so today I really want to talk about how we're standing, specifically for long periods of time. Look, everyone noticed, I'm sure you've noticed, and you can look around at people, at your workstation, at the gym, whatever, that they tend to want to fall into this trunk leaning position, this leaning on one leg position. This is bad for a couple of reasons. One, it doesn't look very cool. Two, when you're distributing your body weight, your body is made to support its weight and distribute it equally. When you change that and suddenly bear weight onto one leg like this, we change the dynamic of the forces through our lower extremity. So one, we're cutting off our glutes, we're shutting them down. Okay, so we're hanging out on that passive joint structures. Two, this position, this adducted position, this pelvic drop, really adds a huge load to that medial part of your knee. That's called the knee adduction moment, and that's a huge predictor of knee osteoarthritis in walking and running, right? So, which leads us into that next part, which is, look, if you're reinforcing this bad movement pattern for 3-4 hours a day, for those of you who are standing for most of the day, if you're reinforcing this pelvic drop position, then it's going to carry over to how you're walking and running. As a physio, we look at your pelvic position in relation to that hip when you're standing and running and walking and running. So as you drop down in this contralateral pelvic drop, or this Trendelenburg, we really change the dynamics through that joint, and we really reinforce a bad motor pattern. When leaning over onto one side, we're also changing the way that our trunk is positioned. We're closing down facets on one side, opening up on the other, and adding some lateral forces through that spine that aren't probably appropriate either. So in an effort to really change the way that you're moving, a good place to start is just change how you're standing. Look, separate your feet a little bit if you need to. You need to have active glutes, active abs when you're on. When you're standing, they need to be on in order to unload that hip, right? So if you want to impinge position, crush down on your medial part of your knee, and look like a doofus, stand on one leg. Otherwise, we need to start standing on both legs and really optimizing this position.